Hello everyone and welcome back yet again to another daily update video. I hope you're all having an amazing week. Currently it is Tuesday and let's get right to the charts. Starting off with Bitcoin, of course. You can see right here and right now we are rejecting on the daily time frame from this very key order block yet again. I cannot count how many times we have rejected from this level. As you can see right here, it has rejected many times. So what this means for Bitcoin is that price is showing weakness around this level right here. And as you know, I did say that the more a level gets retested, the weaker it becomes. This is true. It could get broken in like a couple of weeks, maybe 1 or 2 weeks, since we do have that CPI data coming out tomorrow, PPI data coming out on Thursday. And potentially this is what the market is waiting on before the next big move. And as you know, we did have the bigger move towards the downside. So right now, logically speaking, with the bullish divergences that we have printed on the weekly time frame, it is more, it makes more sense for us to get that move towards the upside. But as you know, anything can happen, and potentially we are going to get a move to the downside if we start losing VWAP right here and if we start dropping below the monthly pivot. So basically the trading plan for this week is we stay above the monthly pivot, and if we stay above the VWAP level, we are looking for a bullish breakout to sweep the highs. And if we start losing those levels by levels, then we are of course going back to our old target of around 61k, which is of course the value area low of this range that we have been trading for the past couple of months right here, and we'll be targeting this level right here. So for some of the altcoins right now, you can see things are still looking very bad. For SUI, for ETH right now, it is also rejecting, potentially printing that bearish divergence right here. So this could very well take us down to the monthly pivot of ETH, since it has not been tested yet. This is also something very key. The dollar is also showing some signs of strength right here, bouncing from the daily 200 EMA level and also from the monthly level. Now the monthly pivot for the dollar has not been tested yet, so it could just make sense for us to go back and retest this level as we go. If we look at the stock market right now, you can see the stock market has been consolidating right here on the top ever since we opened. On Monday, you can see the volatility has died out a little bit. We do have a bearish divergence printed right here. So this could very well take us a bit more towards the downside, as you know, since they do tend to play out, of course. If we start seeing the stock market move up during the news tomorrow, then we could be looking for another push towards all-time highs, which could be, as I said, very well possible. On the short term for Bitcoin, you can see the CVD actually started to drop, which is of course a bearish sign right here. So this was a real move. People were selling off. This is why price moved the way it did. So be wary of that as well. You can keep that in mind while potentially looking for the next move. But as you know, since the CVD and open interest dropping, this means there are new shorts right here pushing the price down. Sharp drop below VWAP. Right now, Bitcoin is of course fighting and trying to reclaim VWAP, of course. On the weekly liquidation heat map, things are looking potentially bearish, since we do have liquidation sitting all the way below us right here. That has been left unswept at around 63.4k. and all the way down at around 62.6k we do have, as you can see, over almost 400 millions of liquidations. So those levels are to be looking at next if Bitcoin starts dropping lower, of course. We do still have on my other chart right here this very key order block level, which has been flipped as support, as you can see right here. So this is also something that we need to watch out for. Fear and Greed Index right now is back in the fear zone, but it is very tight right here and consolidation wise, so nothing much has happened. Basically the sentiment hasn't shifted that massively. Spot ETFs, we do have a sell-off during Monday. So basically yesterday we started the week bearish with the chart, with the spot ETFs, everything was bearish, and overall 144 million of spot ETFs were sold off yesterday, mostly from BlackRock and Fidelity, but still a bearish day is a bearish day. Long versus shorts ratio right now, we do have more shorts, as you can clearly see right here and also right here. While price went down and open interest went down and CVD went down, this means that there were new fresh shorts entering the market, and you can clearly see this right here since the difference is quite bigger. And of course the bigger whales on Hyperliquid are sitting short right now. The contrast between the shorts and the long is quite big right now, so of course pay attention for a potential squeeze towards the upside to get those late shorts that have opened up right here at the bottom of the range, so to say, or the POC. So this is a very tricky region that you want to be watching right now. If we look at HYPE, for example, you can see HYPE is potentially about to retest the key pivot level right here on the weekly. We have also been trading around those levels. You can see the EMA cluster right here. So very key zone to be watching right now. On the weekly, we are potentially looking like we wanna turn over right here. This level has not been tested yet, and I believe the monthly pivot on HYPE has also not been tested yet. So a retest of this level is also very possible. That is, of course, if Bitcoin does not start to drop harder towards the downside. We also don't have the 200 daily EMA retested for HYPE as well. So this level could also get tested. Overall, right now we are basically in the middle, no trade zone. And if we drop down to the 200 daily TMA, we are looking at around 8% of a move. And if we move up basically to the monthly pivot, we're also looking around of an 8% move. So very tricky situation right here for HYPE. But as HYPE being bullish right now, I believe we could still see a retest towards the highs, even though most of the other altcoins right now are very weak. And if Bitcoin dumps down to 62, 61k, then of course HYPE will follow. But overall, I do believe this would cover it for today. Hope you liked the video, and I'll see you again in the next one. Bye.